There's where you write the message and date and time on the bottom. That's how that works. And the door attendant has just taken.
There's Sally. Hi. How are you?
So
Jan, do you want me to put your name in either one of these? I'll put your name on.
So Sally Peterson.
Hi. I think we have. Yeah, you look very familiar. I'm pretty sure we have. And I'm pretty sure I was very impressed. Oh, my.
Sally Peterson is a member of the House of Representatives, and these two will talk to her about. She is shooting a picture because she has known her from the past.
Enjoy your visit.
How do those work?
I have an app that I'm using.
Right.
I'm pulling signal off of the building Wi-Fi, and it's using it as a broadcaster.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm actually shooting live.
Oh, so you're not that's not. You're actually doing a.
Yeah, I'm doing a live broadcast.
Okay, cool.
But I've been taking pictures with my tablet, and then I will upload those to my Facebook page. So that's how that works. I was just explaining live streaming to, she was another member. So she's. Sally Peterson is a member of the House of Representatives. This woman pulled her out by using, Sally's holding that little pink slip, and they're discussing the pipeline. So other people have come up. Legislators are going into the chamber. Another slip has been handed to the door attendant, and it actually took two of them. And so again, the door attendant goes in. Sherry. I was just repeating the name. Yeah, I heard a button. It's over there. So again, there are two conversations going on at the same time. Two different legislators have pulled out.
Yeah, I really appreciated you putting pressure on your knee. Still regarding that. I'm going to watch that
I think she was a clerk. She's a legislator. Usually don't wear badges like that. The name on a pin. That's the shape of the state. So Mary Beth has.
Okay, so Mary Nash is gone for the day. Is she? Yep. And then I haven't been able to find this one. They're not at their seat, so.
All right.
Yep.
I still for her out here, maybe.
All right, sounds good. And can I leave a message for you or anything, or?
You can just tell her that some of the granny.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
She's a granny too.
You guys have a great day.
Those are the clerks. They are wearing blue jackets and their names on a pin that is the shape of the state. And that's how so some legislators, again, some are in committee meetings, others are not even in a building. So that'll be it's always hit and miss when you're lobbying. So anyone can do it, anyone can lobby. You go to your state capitol and you look at the different procedures that are done for your state. They may be different than Iowa. And So individual conversations can take place. It can be very effective, especially if you are persistent. And sometimes you can sway a particular person with the right message given in the right way often enough. Especially if they might already have a tendency to go the way that you would like. Just maybe still on the fence. So that is another way that individual citizens can participate in the local democracy, going to their state capital if they are able to, and do face-to-face discussion with a member. So that's how it is done here. Sure. Well, the seating list here takes 2 sheets because there's 100 people. It's a seat number than a name.
Yeah, I was here yesterday. We got Senate File 2022 tags, which repealed Act of 1948 that allowed double jeopardy applied to us as local citizens on the census, which means we shall be prosecuted in our tribal court and state court at the same time for the same crime. In the Senate, and it's on to the House next week. So now that says I am an actual human being like everybody else in the United States. They were fighting. There's 2 of them. There's 5 that opposed it, which doesn't exist. It's 2015, y'all.
No, it's 16.
Oh yeah, 2016.
That is actually very good news. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah. I was advocating for that for about 3 years, so I'm advocating for this for about 2 years.
Yeah, and one way or another, if we got to defend it with our bodies, we will.
Yeah.
There have been some who were fighting the KXL that would literally lock themselves to a digging machine or something else so that it could not do its job, and then do it in such a way that it would take police or whoever quite a long time to get that person unlocked from whatever they had secured themselves to.
Yeah.
So, and a 70-something grandmother did that, and that picture on Facebook of her with a U-lock around her neck that she had used, and she's just sitting there with a big old smile on her face. She knows what's right, and that went viral. Yeah, that was awesome. Again, she is a member of the Meskwaki tribe, and she was talking about the Iowa Senate passed a bill that goes on to the House of Representatives that would repeal what's called legal double jeopardy, where a member of the tribe or any tribe in Iowa, if they are found guilty of crime in the tribal court for the same exact crime, it could be tried in a state court or county court. And that person could be basically prosecuted twice for the same crime. It's called double jeopardy, and that under federal law, you cannot be tried twice for the same crime. But in the state, we have this law that is still on the books that would allow a member of a tribe to be tried in the state court after being tried and convicted in a tribal court. And so now she has been lobbying on that for 3 years. And so that is a good victory for all the tribes here in Iowa, not just in Meskwaki. But that's just one step. It has to go on to the Iowa House of Representatives to get passed. And so she will be lobbying them on that, as well as the pipeline, because, you know, the tribes have a very strong belief in, you know, protecting the environment, because it, you know, living within the confines of the environment and Mother Nature's rules is at the core of their belief. And to disrupt that is a very, very serious thing. So that is, so I'm so glad that she showed up today to participate in this, to let the legislators know that the tribes are not happy. You know, the tribes are not happy about what's being done. It's literally going to usurping the treaty rights in order to get this done. It has been done in other states, and so the effort is to try to stop that here in Iowa. And if we can stop the back-end pipeline here in Iowa, then that will put the squash on not only Energy Transfer Partners, Dakota Access, and others from trying to take prime farmland and prime wetland areas and aquifers and tribal lands, as well as public lands like a Ledges State Park or the rivers, you know, putting them at risk. If we can stop that here, then we could possibly kill the whole thing altogether. But for those that have already signed the easements, you know, they're screwed. If there's a way to get out of those easement contracts once they've been signed, if a project doesn't go through, that could be something that could be of benefit. There were a few legislators who had said that they would go to that meeting that the coalition has asked for and reserved the legislative dining room for. And if, let's see how many of them will be there. Just modify back my person, stick it in there, and I have my pop bottle in there. That actually kind of stabilizes it in there so it's not so shaky. And if I have to be hands-free, I can be hands-free. You making use of that bench to have their discussion. There are a few over here on the Senate side. This guy is looking at is the standing committee meeting times and meeting rooms. he's just looking for a particular room that he'll go to.
Some good pictures today.
Yeah, I'm live streaming right now, and I have taken pictures, so I got them in here.
You got audio besides video?
Well, no, this is video and audio.
Both.
Yeah, so but I could mute if I wanted
But you
to.
have the audio off right now.
No, I'm not muted at all. But I just hit that little symbol right there if I want to mute it. See if I mute it, I just and then touch it again, takes the mute off.
That's a neat piece of equipment.
Yeah, it's just an app on my phone, and this is a monopod or selfie stick, and I got a power pack in here to extend my battery.
Well, this is great. So we're going to have to speak to. Oh yeah, what's he done again?
So again, hits and misses on this side. So some senators are in the building, they may be in committee meetings, or they have to stay in the chamber for something, or they're not in the building, or they're unavailable. And some simply choose, they don't want to come out, even if they're not in a committee meeting, they just may not want to talk to people about certain issues. And so the door attendant simply comes out and says that this person is not able to come out. That's usually what they say. You don't always say the reason, but sometimes they just say they're not available to come out. So over here, there's not a separate little slip for legislation or bill request, like there's on the side of the House of Representatives. They just use the same if they want to talk about a specific bill. They just put that in the comment section on the little pink sheet. I'm gonna go on downstairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna go on downstairs because I'll just give a final look. That's the House Representatives side, Senate side. That is like a law library or legislative library.
If I could ever get her past that.
I'm gonna go downstairs, and when the legislative dining room is where that meeting will take place, if there are any legislators who choose to come down. So I'm using this instead of the cheat box side for my signal. Entrances to a couple of meeting rooms where the lounges, there's a bathroom up here. And down here are the lobby lounges where people who are lobbying legislators can go, they can mark on those little slips that they are in the lobbyist lounge. And some of the others that are staying up here, it's like, I think they're going to carry the pipe mock-up just out like that and take it apart out outside. I don't know. That has to be assembled.